What's up, beer lovers, and thank you for joining me today on another review on good quality craft beer. I am Charles from Beer Republic, and today we are headed over to Sonoma County and we are visiting the famous Russian River Brewing, and we are going to review their one, their only Redemption. And this is actually, I guess, somewhat of a special brew. It's a blonde ale, and I guess this is like a very sought after beer. It's fermented in the bottle, and this does contain Brettanomyces, which is, I guess you could say, kind of a wild Belgian yeast that is obviously found in Belgium. And I know that a lot of brewers don't like to use it because of the fact that I guess it creates some sort of a funky flavor in the beer. So if they do use it, they either have to sterilize their entire equipment, or they use, some sort of a separate tank to actually create this brew. But it's a 5.15% alcohol by volume, and this is it says to age in a cool, dark place. So I guess it's you can age it as well. And it gives you the definition of redemption: the act of delivering from sin or saving from evil. So with that being said, let me open this bad boy up so I can get it into the glass and let you know if it's a yay or nay on the Russian River Brewing Redemption Blonde Ale, coming in at a 5.15 alcohol by volume with Brettanomyces. So I was actually excited when I saw this at the store because, again, it's a sought after beer. But then again, any beer from Russian River is a sought out beer, and everybody wants to try it. And they're very, very limited and very hard to find, even though it's these beers are brewed here on the West Coast. So let me see. Oh, yeah, this one's actually coming off pretty nicely. So we'll see what the pop sound. Ooh, very nice pop. You can see the smoke coming out from there, and I can smell it from here. So let's go ahead and pour this bad boy. And I'll show you guys there while I'm pouring it. Wow, look at that. That's a very, very nice gold blonde there. It's kind of a hazy. It's a hazy-ish, yellowish. Again, it's like murky. You can't see through it. I mean, there's some light getting through it, but what I'm saying, it's not clear where I can see something through it. Has a lot of carbonation. I can see the bubbles racing all the way to the top. It poured a nice 1.5 fingers of eggshell colored fluffy head. The bubbles are dissipating very quickly. Not that much lacing on the glass, as you can see there. Man, this is really, really carbonated. I can see massive carbonation there. Now let's get a nose to it. Yeah, you can definitely get that Brett yeast in there. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to the nose. But I mean, it smells like a like a blonde. It kind of reminds me of a dark pilsner. I mean, you definitely get some grassy nose. It smells like freshly cut grass. You get some of that pepper, a little bit of pepper in there. You get some banana. I mean, not too much. It's kind of like earthy. It smells kind of like an earthy smell. Like how can I explain it? Like wet concrete, sort of. I mean, I don't know if that's a good way to describe a beer, but that's kind of what it smells like. But very interesting. This is the first time I ever had this beer. So let's get to it. No more talk. Again, very interesting. The first thing that you get is the yeast. It's not overpowering, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. Once after that, again, you get the earthy, the grassy notes, you get the pepper, you get some banana in there, maybe a hint of some lemon zest, a little bit of hint of some, lemon peel, some orange peel, and then right at the end, you can taste maybe a little bit of some sweaty, bready malts in there. The finish is actually very nice. It does not dry the palate at all. It goes down very, very smooth. It has a very nice medium body to it. The mouthfeel does not leave a film. in the mouth. I mean, just the flavor lingers just a tad bit, but then again, it dissipates very, very quickly. But overall, when you first take it in, you know, you get that first gulp, you know, you taste it's actually very, very smooth and refreshing. Here, let's get one more. Yeah. Again, you can definitely taste that Brettanomyces in there. But overall, it's a very great brew. I'm actually going to give this, as far as the final verdict, for having my first beer with Brett. I mean, I'm sure in the past I may have had any, but you know, I don't remember. I'm actually going to give this a B+. I mean, lately I haven't been reviewing any blondes or pilsners or anything of that nature. I'm more of a IPA, double IPA type of guy, you know, with the stouts. But I mean, this is actually good, and I've read really good reviews on this online. I've seen reviews on this on YouTube, and everybody talks highly of it. And again, I had to pick a bottle, so I got it. Here we are. And as far as the bottling date, I mean, it's not that fresh. It was bottled on 4/4/13. But again, I mean, this is, according to the label here, you can age it in a cool, dark place. So I guess the beer is aging or fermenting in the bottle. But with that being said, again, I give this a B+. Russian River never disappoints. I mean, obviously they're famous for Pliny the Elder, you know, Blind Pig, and then they have all their Redemption and Damnation beers, which are pretty cool because they all come with corks, you know, except Pliny the Elder and Blind Pig. But you know, these are the ones that come in these little nice bottles. They all come with the little, you know, with the little cork and stuff. So Russian River, again, Brewing does not disappoint. So if you see this at your local store, check it out. People on the West Coast have easier access to it because, again, it's brewed in Santa Rosa, California. But for those of you that are, you know, on the East Coast, I guess, you know, through a trade, or if somehow, some way, miraculously, a store around your neighborhood gets it, you pick yourself a bottle or get yourself a couple bottles. Again, it's a really good tasting brew. I don't know if I would consider this a session beer because of the fact that it has the Brett, and I mean, again, that tends to create, you know, funky flavors in certain beers, and like I mentioned in the beginning, that's why a lot of brewers don't like to use it because of that fact. But this is definitely a good beer that you can drink on a hot summer day, because again, it's blonde and the alcohol content's not even high, so it's good there. So with that being said, please subscribe to my channel, leave your comments, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, you know, whatever you feel, whatever's on your mind, please post it. With that being said, thank you for joining me on another review on good quality craft beer. I am Charles from Beer Republic. Thank you for stopping by, and you stay classy.